Hey, welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm Wood. In this series we're comparing two accounts that I started at the same time on the same day, and I'm playing the same way with one major difference. One account is free to play, the other has a monthly spending budget. It's day 41. Let's check our progress. Hey, thank you for joining me. As always, we have a bluish green, greenish blue border around the free-to-play account and no border around the budget account. As I go back and forth, you'll be able to tell which account I'm on. As I go back and forth between accounts, you'll be able to keep it straight, because I sometimes don't even keep it straight in my head. I haven't spent anything yet, though, on the free-to-play account. I don't think I've gotten too confused. I did mess up, though. Let's go in and collect our day 41 reward of 150,000 silver. So I messed up. I really messed up. Let's go into missions. I'll show you where I messed up. Some of you might just see it right away. If you know what day it is, if you're watching this when I post it, you'll know kind of why this is significant over here. I waited a couple of days for the Void Keep to open so that I could do this mission, and I ran Void quite a bit. I did all my dailies. I ran Void. I didn't have as much time to play, while it was open. But I thought I had enough time, and I didn't collect a sufficient number of the superior potions, obviously, and now I have to wait an entire week unless I want to spend 200 gems to open the keep, and I'm not willing to do that. I did that on my main account when I very first started playing, and just to get a mission out of the way, and it was a bad use of gems. It wasn't very wise, and so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait the week. I'm going to keep collecting wins in classic arenas, because the main time gates for Arbiter missions are always the Great Hall bonuses, leveling 3 of them up to 10. And so I'm not really too concerned that I missed that one, and that I had a bunch of energy and I had to leave, and I ran multi-battles, and I thought, well, I'll for sure get at least one. When I came back after the reset, after the day flipped over, it only did one battle. I walked away from it, and it only did one, and the multi-battles didn't work. I don't know why. They usually do work. I have no idea. It wasn't a defeat either. Sometimes I know if you have the setting when they're defeated, they don't keep going, but it was a victory. It ended on a victory, and I don't understand why the multi-battles didn't run, but there you go. So we'll run it, but I'm just going to keep trying to get wins and just keep doing everything that I need to do to get ready for the next missions that are coming up on the free to play. I don't think it's going to set us back too much, really, compared to the budget account. I mean, the budget account obviously has its advantages. With the amount of silver that I have, for example, like on the budget account, I have 9 million silver. On this account, you can see I've barely got 1 million silver, and some of that has to do with RNG. It's just how much it has cost to level up gear and things like that. We do have artifact enhancement going on right now, and I would like to participate. I would like to get some more of the rewards, but you can see I haven't gone too far. I'll go over to the budget account here and show you. Yeah, you see I've got 9 million silver on the budget account. And then see where we are. Oh, cross level 50 also. That was a good reminder. Yeah, went over level 50, and now live arena is open. I should go in and do a fight, right? First live arena fight on the budget account, and you get to witness it. Yeah, see, I've done the same amount of artifact enhancement, but I'm more prepared. All right, so I did a whole big discussion. I recorded the whole thing about my method for upgrading artifacts and trying to save some silver while doing so. I'm going to cut it into a separate video, so I hope you don't mind that I left that out of today's update video, but I just want to focus right now on the updates of where we are on the account. Like I said, got up to level 50, so live arena is open. So it's only open for 20 more minutes, and that's because I have spent so much time describing my method for trying to save some silver upgrading artifacts and accessories. Live arena will probably not go very well for us because we don't have a lot of options. But let's try one. Let's just try one. Let's just see how it goes. I'm kind of excited to do this. It's kind of fun. I kind of like this background. It changes, you know, as you move up from bronze to silver to gold, it changes the background. I kind of like this raining one. And I don't know, it's dark. Looks like they left the lid open on the castle. Okay, here we go. Oh, so this is somebody with some points. Okay, so this, and we don't get to pick first. So if they pick Haikatun, we're in trouble. Oh man, they got a Sun Wukong. Okay, we're in trouble. All right, so I'm gonna pick Haikatun. Yeah, I should have done. I should, and we only have one nuker, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick her right now. All right. Yeah, this will be interesting with limited options. This will be fun just to see what happens, because he picked a speed booster, or a speed aura and a nuker. My speed aura isn't even as good. Oh, and he's got an Artac. Wow, Wither too. Boy, this is going to be a tough one to kill. Okay, because he went with Wither, I need to go strong affinity. So I may not be able to go I might have to go Taragi though. Yeah, this is just, I don't have options here. I'm gonna go with my two supports that I switch back and forth. Sometimes in Classic Arena I switch back and forth between Taragi and Adeline, just depending on what the matchup is and everything. Taragi's been really good. It's just, he's gonna be weak affinity to the Wither, but he's strong affinity to the Sun Wukong, and I've seen Taragi kill Sun Wukongs before just by surviving. You know, Sun Wukong keeps hitting him and getting poisoned, and then it just wears him down over time, and so that's been, it's kind of interesting. It's happened more than once too. All right, we're in trouble. We are just in trouble. All right, I'm picking my this is gonna be a problem. I don't even know who. Man, it's tough. He's got two cleansers. This is, I don't know. Sun Wukong seems like the biggest threat to me, but I don't think we can kill their team. Yeah, and he took out my Taragi. That's interesting. All right, so he's assuming that I'm going to go first, because he probably knew I was going to ban his Sun Wukong. But I don't think I can kill this team. They're going to survive. They're just going to outlast me. And his Artac is probably built for damage, so he's probably going to kill me. It's fun, though. It's fun. So we're going to go first and give my team the speed boost. We're going to debuff as best we can, increase, and then let's see how much damage we can do. Nope, we're toast. Let's see if we sleep. If we sleep his Pythion. Okay, we got resisted. Yeah, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. That's not going to work. Oh, yeah. We got a little bit of life back, but now the Wither is going to cleanse everything, I'll bet. Oh, she didn't cleanse. She did her heal and increase defense, and then Pythion cleanses. Yeah, I don't know. This is... They're just going to he's just going to outlast us. I'm going to try and get his Artac taken out. The problem is I need to take out his Reviver. And I don't know if I can even do that. That's a tanky Pythion for this level. Okay, we're dead. I'm just gonna set it on auto. Yeah, that didn't work. But it's fun. So all right. So yeah, that's what Live Arena gets you. I'm just watching it in the background. That's what Live Arena gets you this early game. I don't think we're ready for Live Arena yet, but I don't know. Maybe once in a while we'll get a fight that we can win. Adeline is surviving though. She's still alive. I can't believe it. Okay. I should have just exited just out of courtesy for Urbiwan. Urbiwan. That's a clever name. Did you see that? Look at this. His name's Urbiwan. That's really clever. Level 61, I would expect that. I mean, he's got his Vizix already. I'm assuming he didn't pull her from a shard. I'm assuming he's been playing for a while. So, yeah, he's got a Vizix, he's got a Pythion, a Wither. That's a pretty, for this level, for this early on, that's a pretty nice team. So, we didn't lose anything, though. that's the nice thing about bronze. When you're in bronze and silver, you don't lose anything on your losses, so you can just keep working your way up and just keep taking fights and hope that you encounter some fights that you can win. Urbiwan, that's a clever name. All right, so progress, we got Champion Chase starting on Friday. So I'm going to tell you the same thing that I said before when we had Prism Crystals the last time. I was wrong about that one. We didn't have a Champion Chase at the end, but this one we do. Okay, so there'll be a Champion Chase. So here's the summon pool for the Prism Crystals. If you pick some of these up, I'm not sure I'm actually going to get any on these two accounts. But if you do pick some of these up on the Prism Crystals, this is a good summoning pool for early game. So I'm going to try and go for some of them if I can. I can't do Sand Devil very efficiently. Like, I did some levels of Sand Devil just to see where I ended up. And I think I got to like level 7 or 8 or something. And so I can do it. It's just not very efficient. And it's not how I want to spend all my energy on either account. So I'm not really going to go for them on the Sand Devil tournament. I haven't seen what the Dungeon Divers is going to be like yet, but if you pick up some of these Prism Crystals, go ahead and save them until Friday, because I think it gives you points for the summon or for the Champion Chase, and we do have a Champion Chase coming up on Friday, and we've got 4 days, 7 hours left, so I think it'll overlap. Hopefully, it'll give us a chance to use these Prism Crystals on a Champion Chase. Yeah, there will be a Champion Chase event coming up for the Fusion on Friday. I did confirm it. I looked at the calendar, and it is coming up. And so I would save, if you get any of these Prism Crystals, I would save them until then, so you can get at least some points for the Champion Chase. Even if you're not going for the Fusion, it's probably a good idea just to get some points for it. It doesn't really benefit you to pull them early anyway. You know, you'd have the champion either way. So that's my advice is hold on to the Prism Crystals. And this is a good summoning pool for early game. You know, a lot of these Ogren are very useful early game. Galkut actually hits really hard, so I would go for him. Grush is really good, but he's free. You know, you do get him eventually while playing. This guy, Wozgar, I haven't built him yet on my main account, but his kit is really nice. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. You can see him, but there's some really good Ogren in here. I've never built an old Gruckus, but I hear he can be useful. I think he's got a pretty useful kit. Skull Crusher is really good as well. And Ugo, you know, that's fantastic. You know, early game Hydra, you just absolutely need an Ugo. So, I mean, end game Hydra, you can use an Ugo. So, especially early game though, you'd have, and then Claude is very good. Yeah, Siege Hulk, like I said before. And then this is Lorne the Cutter. I've never built. I don't really. He's the one I probably know the least about on any of these. But you know, Occult Brawler is a great poisoner. So if you're building an early game, you know, clan boss team, Occult Brawler can be very, very good for that also. And then Skrank is, you know, he's got a great kit also at the HP burn and the extra damage and the weaken and everything. He's really good too. So this is a very good summon pool. I wouldn't spend money, you know, trying to get any of this. But yeah, save the Prism Crystals if you can. I'll try and be up to level 50 on the free-to-play pretty soon, and I'm just gonna hold off until next week, and I'll just get as close as I can on the rest of these missions, so that next week when I am able to get that one more superior void potion on the weekend, that hopefully I'll have all of this ready to go, and I'll just be able to run through them all really quickly. Yeah, we're about to fuse Relic Keeper on that. That's really where we're at. Or the next set of missions, the fourth set of missions, the final set before you get to Arbiter. You can't see it behind me, but here. There's Arbiter. See her? Right there. The next set of missions that we have before we get to Arbiter, those include the leveling up, you know, your 3 Great Hall bonuses to level 10. Takes a lot of wins in Classic Arena to get there. So that's going to be the time gate anyway. That's why I'm not too worried about leaving the Void one until next weekend, or till this next weekend, because I think eventually both accounts will get stuck on the same place. So I'll just keep working on that on both accounts. I'll come in and leave you with a classic arena fight for the ages here. This will be a good one. No, this is just normal. This is pedestrian. And they all go down. Well, except Kale. Now he goes down. Okay. So, yeah. So you just keep finding wins like that wherever you can find them. And so I'll keep working on that. This one I think we can win, actually. I don't know about Selenia. Selenia Nightcloak is a rare void that I haven't really looked into much. He's got 4 level 60s there, though. That's a... Oh, wow. Some tankiness built in. Can we win this one? They have a lot higher team power. I just thought, composition-wise, I really thought we could win this. Oh, yeah, that's right. She has the HP burn. I forgot about that. Okay. And then we've got is that a... All right, this might be an example of Taragi soloing the fight. I would love to see this happen and have it recorded on video. Let's see Taragi. Let's see Taragi solo these two. Well, he's not going to solo. They're having a hard time killing Haikatoon, which I find odd. Usually she's the first one to go down. Okay. We're going to get through it. See, a lot of times what I've found in Arena is that when you build a really tanky Ghost Second type team that doesn't have a lot of damage but survives, you still die, you just die slower. That's just kind of what I've found for Arena. And so I don't like any of those strategies. I used to try it. I used to try strategies like that and try and make my team look, sort of intimidating and say, oh, it's going to take you forever. And so, it's going to take you forever to get this win. So just skip it, and that's what I sometimes... But yeah, see the team power on that one, 131,000. So almost double our team power. That's just my, kind of one of the ways I've come to look at Arena. You have to build your teams to win, not just not to lose, because the teams that are built not to lose, they just die. They die slower, but they still die. So, I mean, there's a lot of teams like on here that I wouldn't go up against at that same power level. Like, for example, this one here. I wouldn't try this team because they understand team composition and they don't have any debuffers or anything, but this team would outlast me and they'd probably go first. I can just tell that by looking at it. Even though their team power isn't a lot higher than mine, they got a +1 Haikatoon, and she probably beats me. I'll show you this team probably beats me. Probably goes first, probably beats me. Okay, I lied. I'm a liar. All right. Okay, so I was wrong. I win. I assumed that because that person valued their Haikatoon enough to +1 them, that they would also have enough speed on her. But okay, I was wrong. Sorry. I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna leave it in the video to show when I make mistakes, I own up to it. All right, so there we go. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, like this one. Okay, so this one, for example, I wouldn't take this one on. The power differential is a little bit too high, and I know how Deliana is. You can build her to do quite a bit of damage. I use a Deliana actually on my account, on my main account, and then Miscreated Monster. He can keep things alive pretty much, and this is Zelata. These are kind of hard, especially early game Arena. These are kind of hard ones to go up against. So yeah, that team I'm not going to take on, even though the team composition isn't really built for Arena. I still don't go up against that team, because the other thing is this Miscreated Monster has an Arena aura. See, he's got an Arena aura for HP in just Arena battles, which I've always thought was kind of a weird aura for him, but this person is using him the way he was intended, I guess, by the developers. But anyway, so that is the update for both the free-to-play and the budget account today. I have been working on the budget mostly on getting Haikatoon up to level 60, but I'm doing it in Minotaur, so it's slow. I'll show you. Haikatun is up to level 44 now. I'm trying to get all of her masteries done. I didn't really look at a mastery tree for her. I'm just really... So I'm going to give her Lore of Steel. And her base speed is not up yet because I don't have her ascended to 6-star yet. Once I get her ascended to 6-star, she gets 7 more speed. So that's really nice also. And I just haven't done it. But yeah, getting her up to level 60, getting her masteries done, I think that's what I'm going to focus on right now. And then that's going to put me in a good position to get all the rest of the missions done on this third set of missions for Arbiter. Then I'll work on getting Relic Keeper fused, and then we'll be starting on the fourth set. So I'll be a little ahead for a while on the budget account, ahead of the free-to-play, but that's not because of budget. That was just because of bad RNG. I'm ahead on some other things on the budget account, and that is because of spending, but not the missions yet, which I find kind of interesting. Yeah, so far I don't think we're ahead on the budget because of spending on the missions, but like I said, we did kind of make a jump with all the champ training that we did, and that gave us a lot more experience. You can see it doesn't look like a significant amount, but up to level 50, we're 4% now on level 50, and on the free-to-play, we're at 82% on level 49. And a few days ago, last week sometime, I was actually quite a bit ahead on the free-to-play on the experience, and on the level. If that's any indication, the raid card and the Forge Pass have been pretty big in giving us more experience faster. We're getting that experience in all battles with the Forge Pass. The raid card only applies to campaign, but I'm going to do a lot of campaign training. No solo strategies yet, but anyway, that's the update. I hope you're well. Thank you for watching. I've been Wood, and I appreciate you.